Davis McClain, season 3, he had a lot on his plate. When it comes to dealing with the Tejadas, the St. Patricks, your brother, Cooper Saxe, let me tell you, you're working non-stop. It's going to be hard to figure things out because each and every day, someone is getting jammed up for a murder. Someone is getting jammed up for drugs, Ricos, your brother. It's just hectic in the Davis office. Now, for Davis McLean going into season 4, he has a lot that he's going to have to adjust to. We've seen that he might have a new partnership with Tate. We also know that the Tejadas and the St. Patrick family, they're going their separate ways. So he's going to have to pick and choose who he's representing. Now, before we jump into this and we give a prediction of Davis in season 4, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram right here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Davis and his relationship with each character moving into season 4, because he's going to need money. And we know that the Tejadas and the St. Patrick all going to need representation when it comes to these court cases. Life is already tough enough for Davis, and we've seen in season 1, 2, and 3 how much work he has to put in when it comes to dealing with Tejadas primarily, but then also Tariq. At least Tariq St. Patrick is level-headed and actually tries to help Davis out. Monet, she's trying to figure out a way to get herself out of any kind of jam and put it on somebody else. The kids are just running around reckless. They run their mouth to every person that they come in contact with. So going into season 4, I can see Davis probably stepping away from the Tejadas quicker than I can see him stepping away from Tariq. And the reason I say that is because with Monet being shot up, the city knows about her history. They know what the Tejadas are about. And they're partnered with Noma. Now, you remember the whole thing in the situation with the ring never really got brought up. Noma's never really looked for who was the one selling the ring. So there's still that on the table. But with Tariq is more safer to start representing, especially because Tariq's family still is legitimate pending whatever's going on with the Ponzi scheme. We also know that he's with Tate, and we know that Tate has a partnership with Tariq. With Cooper Saxe being dead, RIP to Cooper Saxe, Davis is going to have to figure out what is the next move, because they're going to start digging into what happened with his brother, Cooper Saxe. And let's not forget, Saxe has sent out many, and I mean many letters, plus he gave Junior a hard drive, well, a thumb drive. And with this thumb drive, we don't know if there's information on Davis. We already know that he's told Gianni multiple times Davis is working with the Tejadas. He's working with Tariq. So with Saxe, knowing that all of this was happening, knowing that Davis was actually the one that committed that murder and his brother took that charge, there's no telling in season 4 what's on that thumb drive. And I'm thinking, if Saxe has done this to every single other person, he set up Tasha, he gave 2-bit that address, I'm sure he left some kind of information. And with Davis, dealing with this is going to be very, very hard for the simple fact Cooper Saxe had all the inside information. He had the files. He pieced things together. So we don't know what he told Gianni. We don't know if he's left a letter. We don't know if the thumb drive. Davis is going to have to really cover his tracks. And that's why I said separating from the Tejadas, especially with this war going on, is probably going to be his best idea. And probably Tariq, he's going to have to lean heavy on him to see what he knows in the streets to get information, just in case he needs to blackmail someone. Tariq has his own issues. He's still going to need a lawyer. He's going to have to cover his tracks on everything he has going on. We know the situation with RSJ. That's a big deal. We know if this Ponzi scheme gets exposed to any extent, he's going to need Davis to represent him. We know that Tate's going behind Tariq's back and trying to set him up. So he's going to need some legal counsel. The only thing, Tariq has to watch out because of the alliance between Tate and Davis moving forward. Davis dropped off a bag to help Tate out in his campaign. What information does Tate have that he can give Davis in case Tariq tries to turn on him? So when you look into season 4, there's really no one you can trust. And you know, on my channel, every single character is a suspect. Tariq is the safer route as far as business and representing the client for Davis, but Tariq could potentially be an enemy. He could be someone that you're going to have to watch because he could backstab you if anything goes outside of his control. And what I mean by that is if Davis chooses the Tejadas over Tariq, then of course that will become an enemy to Tariq Tate is already somewhat of an enemy because Tate is the one exposing everything. You see how this is playing out? Now let me tell you, Rashad Tate, bad man. You put Tate and Davis together, you got the attorney that's going to handle everything legally with the politician that's going to be lobbying and gathering money and changing laws to make it so that Davis can kind of finagle around it, tiptoe. Yeah, it's going to be crazy in season 4 if these two actually partner up. Now, we know both of them, two slicks talking brothers, two smooth brothers, two brothers that get all the women, two brothers that know the law, two brothers that know how to work their way around the law. This partnership right here, it sounds good. It looks good on paper. Neither one of them can trust each other. And we know that because this is all financial gain for both of them. And we know when money is involved, things can go left very, very quickly. Now, will Davis trust Tate? Only to a certain extent. And the reason I say that is because Tate is in this for himself. We even know that Harper, she wants him to go legit. She walked off because she heard him getting money from Davis. We know that Davis isn't all the way legit. So these two working together in season 4, I'm here for it. I want to see it, but I'm going to go ahead and say this, and you can probably stamp this. These two are not going to be messing with each other by the end of season 4. These two are going to turn on each other. I don't care what anyone says. You can't convince me that these two brothers are going to be partners for the long term. Maybe 3 or 4 episodes before they start to question each other. Speaking of Monet Tejada, she's in the hospital right now. She was the one that was really putting money in our boy Davis's pocket, but now she's out of commission. He's got to deal with the kids. He's separating himself from the Tejadas. Now, I do believe that he's going to probably pop up and talk to Monet, especially once she gets out the hospital, because I can see the police question her, because whoever pulled up with that automatic gun and laid out all those rounds and potentially took out Monet, the police, they need to be on it. Because you remember, the RICO started with Diana. All of this happened at the Tejada house where the RICO started. So Davis is going to have to be there because he was representing Diana, even though that Jenny and Blanca were on his case about that. The Tejada family, they're in a situation that's going to be kind of tough. They're working directly with Noma. Monet's in the hospital. The feds are still watching, even though that the RICO case has been thrown out. The feds are still watching. Junior has that thumb drive, and I'm sure it has some kind of information on at least the Tejadas or Davis. So Davis, this is why I say it's risky for him to continue to work with the Tejadas, and it's probably a safer route to work with Tariq. All right, there's the predictions for Davis going into season 4. I know I didn't really talk too much about Theo, but that's only if it comes out from Saxe with the thumb drive. So until then, I really don't know too much information about that. Maybe Jenny will piece something together. But right now, Davis is going to have to worry about how he's going to get money in season 4. Is this relationship with Tate going to work? And probably, is it the Tejadas or the St. Patrick? Let me know what you think about Davis going into season 4. I'm J. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I could definitely see Davis making some major moves in season 4, but he's going to have to watch his back at all times because you know the Justice League right now, they're in shambles and they need to figure out how to get back on track. Let me know what you think about Davis. This is season 4 predictions. Thanks for watching. I'm out.